In this video, we're going to walk through using the site as a guest. Once you've been permitted guest access, that means that you have a username and a login into that brand's site. As a guest, you can do a couple different things. You can view all shared assortments. So these are assortments that are either public or viewable as a guest. Clicking into any of the assortments, then you'll be able to see all of the products. There may be top sellers, there may be favorite assortments, etc. But you'll be able to see those assortments. Now you won't yet be able to add to a cart because you're not a B2B buyer. If you would like to become a buyer, go ahead and click this Contact Rep. This rep will get an email that you're ready to purchase and move on to be approved to be a buyer for this brand. Now, if you just want to go ahead and mark up favorites as you're going through that process, it's a great way to look through this brand's products and start to pick what you like. So let's do that. Here I can click the star. I can start to rate my product. So maybe I want to give it a half star. Maybe I absolutely love these pink shorts. Maybe I want to add a note, etc. But the first time you click on the star, it will ask you to set up a favorites list. So we're going to go ahead and call this our delivery favorites. I'm going to click save. And now I have a favorites list that I know these products are being saved to. So from there, I can start marking up my digital assortment. This is just like going through a catalog back in the day where we all were at trade shows and deciding if I like a product or not. Of course, I can always add my notes. Make sure to click the star to add it to your favorites list, even if you add the notes. So I'm done, and I'm going to go ahead and click into my favorites. Clicking into my favorites here, I'm now going to be able to see all of those products that I really liked as I worked through that large assortment or digital catalog. I can see what I've given a full star and a half star, as well as my notes. If I wanted to add notes later, I could do that as well. From there, I always have access to my favorites list. I can export an Excel order form, so if I wanted to complete this order and send it to my new rep, I could do that, or I could download the styles that I've chosen. This would come with the notes, as well as if I full starred or half starred, all of my favorites. So as I become a buyer of this brand, I have a note already digitally of what I liked. I'm going to now click all, and that's how you move back into all of these. You can do the same thing here within the catalogs. So I'm going to open the digital catalog that's been shared with guests. From here, I can flip through the catalog, and I could do the same thing. So if I wanted to start to digitally mark up a catalog, I can go ahead, I can click on the star. It's going to ask me to set up a new favorites list here with the catalog. So I'm going to call this my catalog favorites. And from there, I can start adding to my list, the same way that I did on the last page within the assortments. Again, I can always add a note. But if I add a note, I want to make sure to also click a star to make sure it gets attached to that list. I can also pick a product pop-up to be able to see a little bit more information about this product and the different colorways that this product comes in. Again, I'm not able to add to a cart because I am not yet an actual approved buyer by this brand. Again, if I want to move to that step, I can always click Contact Rep to request access. Of course, if I've done it already, they don't need more than one access request, and it just tells me to hold tight that I will get access when necessary. A couple other things to show. This will turn this digital catalog into a full screen mode. So if you wanted to have more screen taken, you can go ahead and click that way. The marketing pages may have these tags on them. This also allows you to enter those products and attach them to your sheet. This will let you go through the different chapters. So if there are tabs created, such as polos, such as accessories, you can click through that way as well. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. So just like in the last one through the assortments, you can always look at your catalog favorites. Again, take this as going through a large digital catalog and selecting your favorites. Again, you can export the styles or an Excel order form from its favorites list as you are a guest user. I'm going to click all here and go into my favorites area. I always can access all of my favorites list if I wanted to go back and work through one of them once I become a buyer or work through one of them as a rep. I can always go back to my favorites list here in the favorites area and click into any of them to see the products that I picked as my favorites. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at success@repspark.com.